Hello, Gene Schwimmer here. Welcome to today's vlog. I'm going to talk about some big news that happened today and then on to the main subject. The big news today is actually old news to those of you watching this now because I'm recording this on Friday. You're watching it on Monday, so everybody knows that Congress passed and the president signed the coronavirus, I guess we could call it a rescue bill. People have been saying stimulus, but it's not really a stimulus bill. It's not intended to stimulate the economy because the economy was doing fine before the coronavirus hit. We're talking about a medical problem, and we're talking about helping people who were hurt because of the coronavirus and the need to shelter in place, to stay away from work, to social distance. All these measures that we've had to take because of the coronavirus that have artificially stalled the economy. So it's not really a stimulus bill. Plus, a lot of the money that is being sent, especially to large corporations, that money will be paid back, probably with interest. I haven't taken time to read the bill, and I'm not going to. It's thousands of pages long, but that's my understanding. So I'll just make some comments about the bill, about what is old news by now. Let me just make it official first by giving you the headline. House passes $2 trillion coronavirus relief bill with Trump to sign quickly, which again I assumed has already happened by the time you're watching this. But I think I can give you an interesting view of the Congress as they pass the bill, in case you didn't get to see it. And let me also apologize. Well, I'm not going to apologize. It's not my fault. But the video is silent. There's no sound. So watch the video. And there you have it. Congress enacting the coronavirus rescue bill. Now, on to some aspects of that bill, the debate before signing it. First of all, we have Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Let's see how happy she is. She doesn't seem too happy to me about the bill. Here she is on the floor of the House in full Bernie Sanders mode, complete with waving arms.
What did the Senate majority fight for? One of the largest corporate bailouts with as few strings as possible in American history. Shameful. The greed of that fight is wrong for crumbs, for our families. And the option that we have is to either let them suffer with nothing or to allow this greed and billions of dollars, which will be leveraged into trillions of dollars, to contribute to the largest income inequality gap in our future. There should be shame about what was fought for in this bill and the choices that we have to make.
What I find interesting in that video, besides Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez making a fool of herself once again, she says, what did the Senate majority fight for? Apparently it escaped her notice that every Democrat in the Senate voted for that bill. Next subject and next video. I've been showing you a lot of videos today. I have one more, and that's it for videos today. This we could file under media bias or fake news. I'm not sure how to categorize it, but it's this constant claim or accusation made by our friends on the left that President Trump does not care about science, that he does not listen to his scientific advisors. Here is Dr. Birx talking about that exact subject.
How would you describe the job President Trump is doing behind the scenes and in front of the cameras during these daily briefings that we're seeing? What's been your perspective, Dr. Birx?
he's been so attentive to the scientific literature and the details and the data. And I think his ability to analyze and integrate data that comes out of his long history in business has really been a real benefit during these discussions about medical issues. Because in the end, data is data, and he understands the importance of the granularity. And I think he's been really excited about finding the level of detail that we've been able to now bring over the last few weeks to really understand who's at the greatest risk for severe illness, who will have mild and less and asymptomatic disease, and really calling on every American to do that social distancing, because some people may not know they're actually infected and be unknowingly spreading the virus. And that all comes from the president seeing the data and then really directing these policies and these guidelines that go out to the American people.
And now on to today's subject. Last subject for today, main subject. Something I noticed, something that I'm sure all of you have noticed, but one of those things that you kind of notice them in the back of your head, but you don't really bring it to the front of your head and say, yeah, you know, that's true. I hadn't thought of that. But a surprising similarity between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. A particular thing that they both share in common, and that is the media trying not to cover them, the media hiding them. In Trump's case, it's, as I said in an earlier vlog, I pointed out that the media, some of them have been calling on the press not to cover these daily coronavirus briefings because they allow the people, the American people, to see Trump unfiltered by the media, and they see him every day. They see that he is competent, talking about fake news again, that he is incompetent. He is very competent. The press does not want people to know that. So they want the press to stop covering these briefings. I think I said in an earlier vlog, if they do cover the briefings, if they do show them, nobody is putting a gun to the heads of the press and forcing them to ask Trump questions. They could just sit there on their hands or just ask questions of Dr. Birx, of Dr. Fauci, of other people, of the vice president. They choose to question Trump. I'm sure he would be very happy just to say, thanks very much, and then just go off and do other things, of which he has a lot of things to do. Now, in Biden's case, this is the similarity. The press is trying to hide Biden too, but of course, in Biden's case, it is for a completely different reason. In Biden's case, it's not the case as with Trump of not wanting the public to see how competent he is, how alert he is. It's to keep the public from seeing how incompetent and unstable and frail Joe Biden is. And again, I feel sorry for the guy. It's not his fault if he's becoming senile and if his mind is just going, but that is the fact. And the press is trying to hide that. That is the similarity that I noticed, that the press does not want the public to see Donald Trump or Joe Biden. It just struck me all of a sudden. I had to share that. That's it for today. Thumbs up if you like this video. Share it with anybody you think would also like the video. You can put any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, where you can also put questions you might have or suggestions for future topics. You could also subscribe. I would love to get more subscribers, so subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And finally, come back and see me again. I look forward to seeing all of you again, and until I do see all of you again, bye.